Q9081. What can a pilot expect if the pitot system ram air input and drain hole are blocked by ice? A. The airspeed indicator may act as an altimeter. B. The airspeed indicator will show a decrease with an increase in altitude. C. No airspeed indicator change will occur during climbs or descents. The correct answer is A. The reason for this is that when the pitot system's ram air input and drain hole are blocked by ice, the dynamic pressure measurement required for accurate airspeed indication is compromised. As a result, the airspeed indicator may become unreliable and may not accurately reflect the aircraft's true airspeed. In such a situation, the airspeed indicator may act as an altimeter, providing an indication of changes in altitude rather than airspeed. This is because as the aircraft climbs or descends, the blocked pitot system will sense changes in static pressure, which affects altitude indications, but not the dynamic pressure necessary for airspeed measurement. Q9082. If both the ram air input and drain hole of the pitot system are blocked by ice, what airspeed indication can be expected? A. No variation of indicated airspeed in level flight if large power changes are made. B. Decrease of indicated airspeed during a climb. C. Constant indicated airspeed during a descent. The correct answer is A. The reason for this is that when both the ram air input and drain hole of the pitot system are blocked by ice, the pitot system cannot accurately measure the dynamic pressure of the airflow around the aircraft. The dynamic pressure is essential for determining the indicated airspeed. With the blockage in place, the pitot system cannot sense the changes in dynamic pressure caused by variations in airspeed. As a result, the indicated airspeed will not vary significantly, even if large power changes are made during level flight. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. The indicated airspeed will show no variation in level flight if large power changes are made when both the ram air input and drain hole of the pitot system are blocked by ice. Q9222. How will the airspeed indicator react if the ram air input to the pitot head is blocked by ice, but the drain hole and static port are not? A. Indication will drop to 0. B. Indication will rise to the top of the scale. C. Indication will remain constant but will increase in a climb. The correct answer is A. If the pitot tube's ram pressure hole and drain hole become obstructed, the airspeed indicator functions similarly to an altimeter during climbs and descents. As the aircraft climbs and the altimeter indicates an increase in altitude, the airspeed indicator will also indicate a higher value. 9934. During a constant rate climb in IMC above the freezing level, you notice that both the airspeed and altitude are increasing. This indicates that A. Aircraft is in an unusual attitude. B. Gyroscopic instruments have failed. C. Pitot system has malfunctioned. The correct answer is C. The reason for this is that in a constant rate climb, the airspeed should remain relatively constant while the altitude increases. However, if both the airspeed and altitude are increasing simultaneously, it suggests a malfunction in the pitot system. The pitot system is responsible for providing accurate measurements of airspeed and altitude. If the system malfunctions, it can result in erroneous indications on both instruments. In this case, the increasing airspeed and altitude indicate that the pitot system is not providing accurate readings. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. The simultaneous increase in airspeed and altitude during a constant rate climb in IMC above the freezing level indicates a malfunction in the pitot system. 9769-3. What manual should the crew members of an air carrier reference when determining if a portable electronic device is allowed to be operated on an aircraft? A. The aircraft's approved flight manual. B. The air carrier's policy and procedures manual. C. The operating manual for the device. The correct answer is B. When determining whether a portable electronic device, PED, is allowed to be operated on an aircraft, the crew members should reference the air carrier's policy and procedures manual. This manual provides specific guidelines and regulations set by the air carrier regarding the use of PEDs during flight. The approved flight manual, Option A, primarily contains information about the operation and performance of the aircraft itself, rather than specific guidelines for PEDs. The operating manual for the device, Option C, may provide information on how to operate the device, but does not necessarily address its permissibly on an aircraft. Therefore, Option B is the most appropriate manual for crew members to consult when determining if a portable electronic device can be operated on an aircraft.